This video series is brought to you by the Loveland Chamber of Commerce Marketing Resource Committee. I'm Mary Jo Morgan, chairperson of this energetic committee. We are happy to share these resources as part of our mission to educate, energize, and engage chamber investors. Special thanks to Jim Luty and Bob McDonald for their help.
Hi, I'm Bob McDonald. Welcome to the Loveland Chamber of Commerce Marketing Resource Committee Marketing Tips video. Today, my guest is Paul Mueller from Mueller Associates, CPA. Paul, thanks for sharing some tips with us today.
Thank you, Bob.
You've been in town as a business about 4 years.
Correct.
But everybody knows you, and that's what I want you to share with us today. I think your top-of-the-mind awareness is so amazing for being here a short time, and there's many good CPAs in town. You sponsor a lot of events or get involved in events. Can you address that a little bit as a marketing tip?
Sure. When we first moved to town, we bought an existing CPA firm, and so we felt it was important to establish our identity in the Loveland community. And Teresa and I are empty nesters, so it's like we have more time now to be involved in those types of activities. And in trying to come up with a strategy on how we actually participate in community events or sponsorships for those programs, we developed a construct that we use to try to decide if programs are appropriate for our marketing and our branding. And basically we look for activities that are well-publicized activities in the community, activities that require our personal involvement, so we're just not writing a check and hosting a banner at these events. We have to actually be hands-on and be active in the event. We wanted to appeal to our target clientele, which is small business owners, so we do look for events that are pertinent to the business community. And then if there's a nonprofit involved, or it's a fundraiser for a nonprofit, that usually is the clincher for us. We'll typically be involved in those types of activities because at least we know that the money that we're putting into the event is going to a worthy cause. So we try to be careful in terms of deciding which events we participate in and which ones we take a pass on, and we just go through that construct each time and decide if we can get 3 out of 4 or 4 out of 4 on that construct, then it's highly likely that we'll participate.
Do you see any direct result as far as people coming to your office, or is it just more a general thing where now Mueller Associates is in people's mind, or do you have a goal in that you want X number of people to stop in after an event?
It's hard to put a return on investment for those types of activities, because rarely does anybody say they came to us because they saw us at the Corn Roast Festival or that we sponsored a particular event. But in marketing, we want to try to be that number 2 firm in somebody's mind, that if a business owner is thinking about making a change, maybe they've seen our name and they've associated us with those types of activities, that is kind of a door opener, that maybe they're more comfortable coming in and talking to us. So it's part of our brand awareness strategy, but because our construct requires us to be personally involved in those events, it's a lot of fun too.
Good. That's very important, I'm sure. So you're involved in a lot of events, and you do a lot of other marketing too, which we might not have time to talk about today, but I think it's just so amazing that people know who you are and that you're in Loveland. And I assume your business is growing every year?
We've done very well. The Loveland community has been great to our firm. Again, based upon the revenues of the firm that we bought back in 2008, late 2008, we've more than doubled the revenues of the firm in less than 4 years, which was kind of a goal of ours, and we'll have to see how long it takes us to double it again.
We'll have you back when you do that.
Right. Thank you. That'd be great.
Just briefly, one other thing, top of mind awareness. Your office is virtually on the shore of beautiful Lake Loveland.
That's right.
And that was a conscious decision, or just happened?
That was a conscious decision required by the fact that our original office we grew out of relatively quickly. We had that eye on that space for a long period of time, that it had sat vacant. So when the opportunity came along, it was actually Teresa's really pushed the ball on that, and said that was where we needed to be. And you know, it's now when we tell a prospective client, or when they ask us inevitably, well, tell us where you're located, is as soon as we say we're on the beautiful south shore of Lake Loveland, before we can even get the words out, people usually say, is that the building with the dermatologist? And it's like, bingo, everybody in northern Colorado knows where that building is, and it gives you instant credibility.
Great.
You can move on to discuss more pertinent matters.
Okay. Well, those are great tips. I'm sure you have many more, but in the confines of our video series here, we don't have a lot more time. But thank you so much. Those are great constructs for someone thinking about getting involved in an event locally and helping the community, but also raising awareness of their business. So
That's right.
thank you very much. Mueller Associates CPAs.
Thank you, Bob.
We're glad you're here.